You can't see me. Hello everyone, I am Third Mario Brother and welcome back to Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we headed over to the Moss Deep Space Center and saved it from the clutches of Team Magma. In this episode, we're going to be returning to the Space Center, and I don't know quite what we're going to be doing yet, but whatever it is, we're going to rock it. Oh god, that was so terrible. But you know what? I'm the star of the show, so I can make as many puns as I want. Oh, zing! And we're getting a call. That zing was actually our ringtone, because we're getting a call from, who is it? Beep? That's my best friend. Oh no, it's May. Hi, Brian. I was just in Pacific Log a little while ago. I saw a giant green Pokemon flying high in the sky. I've never seen anything like it. I wonder what it was. Is this maybe a major discovery? Am I going to be rich and famous? Click, and she is absolutely gone. And of course, she forgets about us immediately after she gains some fame. But you know what? This giant green Pokemon flying over Pacific Log Town sounds really, really interesting to me. So you know what we're going to do? We are going to head there. Not quite yet, though. There's actually a side quest that I want to get out of the way. I just decided what I want to do in this episode. So let's go ahead and go into our PC and withdraw our good friend, who we have not seen for a while, Blue the Merrill, our HM slave. Because, as you guys saw, after we aided Steven in saving the Space Center, we got ourselves... Let's go ahead and get rid of Ashley, because she's probably not going to be useful for the next couple of episodes, because we're going to be on the ocean a heck of a lot. But... we got the HM Dive, and Blue is going to be really, really useful, not only because she can learn Strength, or he, I actually don't know the gender of Blue, oh god, I feel so terrible, but he can also learn Dive. What's your gender, Blue? Oh, you are a girl. Okay, sure, doesn't fit, but whatever. We're going to teach Blue Dive, and she is going to help us get this side quest out of the way. Let's go ahead and get rid of Water Gun. I don't even know why I was considering what moves I wanted to get rid of there, because it doesn't matter in the slightest. Blue, not exactly the most strong member of our team, though equally useful. So let's go ahead and fly ourselves with Swellowship down to Dewford Town. The side quest doesn't take place in Dewford Town, but it's very, very near there, and get ready for some more surfing if we haven't had enough of that yet. Now, luckily, of course, I have a bunch of Max Repels sitting in my backpack, just waiting to be used, just waiting to make all these water Pokemon think that I stank. Oh, man. And they are Mandarin Orange flavored, so I'm going to be looking really, really good for the ladies here in a couple minutes. But here we go. Let's throw up a Max Repel, get on Dishwater, and head out to the east of Dewford. And there are quite a few trainer battles here, but I'm not going to show too many of them. I'm going to avoid all of them if I possibly can, actually, because they're all really, really low leveled. Well, I guess you could have done them earlier in the game and it would have made sense, but whoa. What is this? What? Are you higher level than my... Oh my god, you are higher level than Heretic. What is this? This is absolute heresy, man. You know what? I'm going to kill you because I'm going to get a level up off you. Get out of here, Tentacle. You don't even deserve to be on screen right now. Level 35, Heretic, please. And then fend off all these squishy, ugly jellyfish-looking things with their creepy little tendrils. And man, jellyfish are actually kind of terrifying as a concept because... What? No, you turned around. I love the sea. I forget all my worries when I swim. I get new ones just like you. Man, one single Galdine that girl had. Work off your stress by swimming. It's so healthy. Oh, man, I'm an American. You can't tell things like that to me. Either way, this is the home of the side quest that we're going to be taking on in this episode. And this is a very, very, very small-looking ship. Maybe it's like a replica of a ship or something. Either way, let's go ahead and board it. Welcome, everybody, to the abandoned ship, and we could see this before when Mr. Briny was taking us to Slateport, actually, and that's really cool, but now we can actually board it. Isn't it fun here? I get excited just being here. This is an abandoned ship, my friend. There are holes in the floor and holes in the doors, and oh my gosh, I rhymed. But, there's holes everywhere. This thing is abandoned. This thing obviously crashed, and people probably died during that crash. So, you know what? Might be exciting in a way, but it's also kind of grim. Who do we want to find? Heretic and Swellowship sounds absolutely fine to me. So, whoa, there's people willing to battle on here? What on earth would compel you to come here? You must be curious. Oh, you're one to talk. You're here. You've been here. Staring at this random kid across the room. Wow, I've been found. Huh? And this kid is very excited. But yeah, battles here are also, like, equally low level to the ones on the sea. I'll show a couple of them just because we're exploring this. His name is Demetrius. Oh my god, that is a beautiful name. I'll show a couple of these battles, though. Perhaps not all of them, because once again, it's just going to be us one-hitting absolutely everything. I wouldn't be surprised if we one-hit this Whalmer with all its HP, even. Yeah, there we go, Swellowship. With the critical hit. I'm sure we would have killed it anyway. But, yeah, everything's really low-level here as well. So, basically, we're going to be one-hitting everything this time around. And, oh my god, it's a Horsey! I love Horsey! One of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon, probably. Either way, this area, the abandoned ship, is actually really gloomy and really glum. Aside from the trainers here that are all way too excited for the content of the area. The place is actually really, really well done to communicate a gloomy sort of vibe, and I really like it. When you combine the music, when you combine the sort of darker colors, and when you combine all the wreckage and all the carnage and stuff that you can see, well, not carnage, but broken doors and broken furniture and that kind of thing. I really, really like this area. Please don't get hit by static. Awesome. That is the most annoying thing about fighting Pokemon in this game, I think. Not just curious, but also strong. Oh man, here we go. Oh, you're not my mom. What? What? It took you an entire battle to realize that I don't look like your mom. You must have one manly mom, my friend. You're such a tough trainer. Let me register you as a memento. And oh man, we got Beauty Thalia. Her name, guys, take note, is Beauty Thalia, and we got her number in such a gloomy, glum place such as this. If that doesn't say how smooth we are, I have no idea what does. Ships of this sort are rare, so I'm taking a look around. There appear to be other cabins. Well done. Well done. You must be the second coming of Sherlock or something, because I never would have been able to deduce that on my own. Either way, there are a couple items here just laying around on the ground, but there are also some key items that we need to advance in this area, most of which will not be just laying around on the ground. And whoa, you're a trainer? When we go out to sea, we sailors always bring our Pokemon. How about a quick battle? Sure. Why not? And if you're the sailor who was captaining this ship at the time of its wreck, maybe you should focus less on your Pokemon battles and a little bit more on the, captaining of the ship. And oh my god, it's a Spheal! Whoops, didn't even mean to use bulk up, but oh man, we are setting up a Heracross sweep, guys. But, Spheal, I love it so much. It's like one of the cutest... Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? Oh my god, this is ridiculous. So, this Spheal predicted that I was going to use exactly the move that I didn't use. That is stupid. That is stupid. I just got encored. I got outplayed by a level 25 AI in Pokemon Emerald. If that isn't sad, I have no idea what is sad. But, what was I even talking about? God, I have no idea now. Oh yeah, Spheal, the cutest Pokemon in the history of the world. Let's go out there with the Baconator, because why not? But I love how it spins when it gets thrown into battle in this game. It's absolutely adorable. And you know what? I love me some Spheal, and I would have used one on my team, but I already have a water type. And whoa, Machoke, you are looking really, really angry there. He's flexing all his muscles, and he is showing off a little bit too much for my liking. So the Baconator's going to go in there and play some mind games with him, and he's going to fall through the floor as always, as could be expected. And we defeated Sailor Duncan. Whoops, I'm sunk, just like your ship, buddy. Okay, there we go. Ship's bottom has sunk into the depths. If a Pokemon knew how to go underwater, we might make some progress. Well, that is a hint at the fact that you do need the Dive HM here if you want to complete this area. And this door is locked, but it says storage on the door, so maybe we'll be able to come back and loot the storage here. What do you have to say? I'm getting queasy just being aboard this ship. It's not even moving, but I'm going to regret this, but I'm looking in here. It's empty. Yeah, dude, you're fine. Also, why did you come out here of your own volition? Unless you were, like, one of the original passengers and you survived when you've been just, like, chilling here this entire time, then I have no idea why you would come out here if you get seasick so easily. But you know what? You know what? I'm not one to judge. We have an escape rope here, which will allow us to get out of this area very easily. As you guys will see in just a moment, we can go outside on this ship. Yay, it's a ship! What is up with all these ingenious passengers on this ship? Oh my god, I never would have been able to figure out that there are rooms or that I'm on a ship. Also, why is that kid out here by himself? I have no idea. This is a perfect place to go exploring. It's exciting here. I bet there are amazing treasures on board. I'm sure. I've been looting half of them already, and you've probably missed every single one. But, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, you'll be able to see that we'll be able to go outside on this ship in just a moment, but you can't fly off of it, which is kind of annoying. What's so funny about having my inner tube aboard the ship? It's stylish, all my friends like it, my mommy says it's cool, my mommy says it makes me look handsome, and that I'm gonna get all the girls with it. You can't even get a girl Meryl, man. Well, I don't even know what you're talking about. And I would cut this battle out, but I was busy making that stupid joke. So I may as well just break this Meryl, break this kid's dreams simultaneously, and then we can continue on from there. And I know I said I was going to cut all these battles out, but I haven't cut a single one out yet, which is kind of hilarious. Whoa, you overwhelmed me, and you have quite the vocabulary for the 4-year-old looking kid there, my friend. It's not easy throwing Pokeballs while hanging on to an inner tube. I'm sorry. You know, that sounds like a first world problem to me. Strength and compassion, those are a trainer's treasures. I'm not good at swimming, but I am good at battles. How did you get out here then? Whatever. there is something about you that sparkles. Oops, that didn't go very well. And is this like a father-daughter, like, expedition or something? Because this guy looks a little bit crazy. We got ourselves a ruined maniac and then a little innocent tuber girl. But you know what? She's spending quality time with her crazy, crazy dad. So I can respect that. Now, down here, we have a double battle, but I'm going to go ahead and avoid that so we can go on to the next area of this ship, which is, once again, we're outside, but you can't fly off this bit, which is kind of annoying either way. Hello, Mr. Scientist. What are you doing here? Investigating the ship on behalf of Captain Stern. He also asked me to find a scanner, but I haven't had any success. Well, standing here and doing absolutely nothing, probably not going to get you much success. And it's too complicated for us. The game just assumes that we're super dumb or something like that. Either way, we have found ourselves the storage key, so we can go back to that storage room that we found at the very beginning of this dungeon. So, that is precisely where we will be going now. And I suppose this place is good for a little bit of easy experience, because even though the Pokemon are fairly underleveled, if you defeat all the trainers here, I'm sure you get a couple thousand, and the key stuck fast, but the door opened nonetheless, and we get ourselves TM13 Ice Beam, which is arguably the best ice move in the game. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this or Blizzard on Dishwater quite yet, because Ice Beam has much higher accuracy, still has 90 power, I believe, and it has a chance to freeze. So, I'm still debating between which move I want to carry on Dishwater, but either way, you can go ahead and dive here, and this is exactly what dive does. You actually go underwater, and it has amazing, amazing tranquil music. I know I already commented on the music in this episode, saying that the Abandoned Ships music is really well-fitting for the area, and I actually really like that track, but I love the dive music as well. I wish they would have, like, a more, melancholy sort of dive music, because this is a melancholy sort of area, and if they would have something that isn't this really romantic, majestic sounding surf music, that would be awesome too. But here we have a bunch of different cabins, and I don't know which one of these is open. It looks like we're starting in room number 3, and you will see as soon as you enter all these rooms, just like in the Trickmaster's house, which I still have to do those challenges, I totally forgot about that, there will be a sparkle on the floor. This is how you progress. You have to grab those sparkles, and you will find yourself the key to the next available room. However, not all sparkles are created equal, and we will see that in just a moment when I pick up another sparkle and we realize that it is nothing useful. And the door is open, the door is open, the door is open. You can examine it all you want, Brian, but nothing will change. Then we have TM18 Rain Dance, which is actually kind of useful on certain teams. Your team kind of has to be built around it a little bit. And there we go with the room 4 key. There was another sparkle up in the corner, though. You might be asking yourself what that is. Well, my friend, it's just trash. But it's shiny trash. Oh my god, I want it. But yeah, we now have access to room number 4, and there's 6 rooms here in total, so we will be collecting 6 different keys, I believe. Well, not 6, but 5, because we already had one. And once you find the room 6 key, or whatever key of the room that you're in, you don't have to worry about the other sparkles, because I don't think that they are anything too terribly useful. And this is, yeah, this is room 6. It's kind of confusing, because it goes 1, 2, 3 from left to right, and then 4, 5, 6 from left to right, which, I don't know, I thought I'd just wrap around and be a little bit more convenient than that. But there we have a luxury ball, and I love to keep my team in luxury. Unfortunately, you can't transfer Pokemon from Pokeballs to other Pokeballs, so we don't get that luxury ourselves. Oh my gosh. Either way, the room 2 key is right there. You can go into that middle room there and see that there will be like 8 different sparkles or something, but I already knew where the room 2 key was, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick it up and continue on with the adventure. And the room 2 key is the last one that we're going to be getting, and I believe we actually only got 4 keys, now that I think about it. Not that that matters in the slightest, because we have ourselves the scanner, which that inept scientist earlier was totally looking for, and we're going to go help our good buddy out in the name of science. He is a science guy, and all the science guys are super fly, so you know what? I respect them totally, and here we go, Blue, yeah! Now, I guess we're supposed to be on our diving Pokemon right now, and you know what? Meryl, have you been lifting, bro? Because you're looking a lot bigger. Oh, man, Blue, I totally respect that. Either way, let's go ahead and go up, and you get back on your surfing Pokemon, which is kind of weird. It never shows the transition, but I think that's what's supposed to be implied. Not that it really matters, and perhaps, yeah, I'm just overthinking it or something, but I'm not actually sure if you have to go back and talk to this guy to cue the next element of this quest, because he's going to tell us, oh, that's a scanner. Listen, can I get you to deliver that to Captain Stern? I want to investigate this ship a little more, and he'll just chill here, doing absolutely nothing, staring at this one piece of paper that's too complicated for us to figure out, and certainly too complicated for this fellow to figure out as such. So, let's go ahead and use that handy-dandy escape rope that we found in the beginning of this dungeon. Where is it? There it is. And we can get ourselves to the very beginning of this ship, and then we can fly off with Swallowship. I love how it's, like, gigantic on the inside, but super, super small on the outside, like, 20 feet long, maybe. Either way, let's go ahead and go to Slateport City, and even though Stern is in the middle of a crisis and somebody has stolen his submarine, he will still appreciate our efforts to make his day a little better. I am sure of it. So, let's go in here, and Captain Stern looking around frantically. Oh god, my submarine, no! Oh,
Brian, that item you have, that's a scanner. That would sure help us on our explorations.
Brian, would you trade your scanner for something? Like, say, a deep-sea tooth or a deep-sea scale that I have? Oh my god, I can get an exit? I want one of those.
Are you certain?
It's useless to you, Brian. Well, okay then. If you want to trade your scanner, let me know. And yes, this guy will give you items that will evolve the Pokemon Clamperl. A deep-sea tooth will evolve Clamperl into a Huntail. A deep-sea scale will evolve it into a Gorbis. Huntail has really high attack and, defense. Gorbis has really high special attack and defense. They're both pure water types. Gorbis has the better design, in my personal opinion. Huntail looks kind of silly, kind of like he needs a little bit of help or something like that. But Gorbis is like this really majestic creature. Plus, it has high special attack, and in this generation, if you guys remember correctly, water is always a special type. Like, no water move is going to be physical. So, Gorbis with the higher special attack stat is the better one. It doesn't really matter what I take here, because I'm not planning on using either of these guys on our team, because once again, we already have a water Pokemon in Dishwater, and I would never replace her.
Thanks, Brian. This will help our research a lot, except we don't have a submarine to do any research with, so we're kind of stuck.
And yes, we have now bamboozled our good friend, Captain Stern. And that does it for this episode of Pokemon Emerald. I know this one was entirely a single side quest, but it was a fun side quest, I hope. And I showed off an area that I really, really like in this game that I think deserves some recognition, and there we go. So that's going to do it for this time. Thank you all very much for watching, and in the next episode, I promise we will actually continue on with the story.